Hey guys, it's me again, Teverz, and welcome to the Tantrum Teverz Show, live with my bud Tantrum.
Woo!
Okay, just want to let you guys know we've invited a pile of people to come. Super Bowl Sunday happens to be one of those days where people kind of get busy, so we might end up having people come join us throughout the show. We don't have a particular topic today, but I know that there are topics that we do want to cover over the course of that. And for the most part, we are going to leave this as an open forum. Okay, I'll let Tantrum say his piece now.
Oh, pieces. All right. If y'all been watching my channel this week, y'all already know. I've done a few pre-live show rants. Aimed at a few people. One, Cerebro, and all the stuff going on with him, copying scrapers verbatim from other people, blame on myself included, without asking, without giving credit in them, just straight up copy. One of the videos, and I had a tweet put out where it shows that it still even had the placenta headers in them. Didn't even change that. And then when he did, he screwed up the formatting. It was kind of sad, really. Sad attempt. Well, when I called him out on that, he just took his ball, went home, started crying, shut down all his add-ons and put them in his build, and they're pay only now. So, yeah. Pay only. I wanted to look into it. I'm like, something's not right. Something isn't jiving here. And started to look into the build file, and antivirus pop-ups just started going nuts on my machine because it had password stealers in it and a bunch of other crap. So it just immediately deleted it before it even finished downloading. And so I didn't get a chance to look through the build because, well, I don't trust him to begin with after everything else. And then for it to come up with a password stealer, definitely don't trust that. So I had to put a video out on that. And so I guess we'll see if there's any retort to that. He'll probably cry, say that I'm being a big bully in the community just because I'm releasing videos on what I see, what's brought to me. What's asked, people ask me something, I look into it, I do a video. Don't like it? Tough shit.
Yep.
Then then there's the whole slow-mo. That's that. I'll leave the rest of what I've been saying off, but I'll just call him slow-mo. Doing videos, giving everybody just beyond the wrong information. Did a couple videos last night. One of them I haven't uploaded yet. Just because I'm debating if I should, because, well, it's home a little bit because he calls out some people that I know are stand-up guys and accuses them of some stuff that I don't particularly care to hear about them. And with my experience in security infrastructure, I know it's complete bullshit. I don't expect him to know it like I do, but, still, you don't call people out unless you know the facts. And let's face it, he's known for not knowing the facts. He needs to just stick to how-to videos, lay off the information, lay off the news, because he's listening to a guy named Alan Coleman on Facebook who's just an absolute fucking idiot. Only way to put it. But yeah, that's kind of my beef this week. People giving misinformation while people just suck it up, thinking that it's true, unfortunately. and all I can do is put the videos out there pointing to the right information. I've told them in the videos, that I don't think you're doing it on purpose, but if you got a question, come to me. Come to one of the guys. Stop being a retard and listening to the idiots that don't have a clue that, if you're tired of people getting on your case when you do a video because you're talking out your ass and you're not giving everybody the right information, you're leading people down the wrong path, it's not because they don't like you. Well, they probably don't like you, but it's probably because, well, you know, if the gas light says you're out of gas, you're out of gas. If they're yelling at you, telling you you're giving out the wrong information, you're giving out the wrong information. They're not picking on you.
Oh,
You take your helmet off and listen.
I'm surprised you're being really nice and not giving out a name.
Well, okay. Slow-mo, Mitch, retardo, whatever. You know, it's the only way to put it.
Yeah, and I'm in agreement with you. Like we were saying, I have nothing against Mitch's place. I honestly don't. And you're right, for his how-to videos, the guy's amazing. And love his that way. But finding the correct information, that's kind of important if you're going to be a reviewer, and I've always said that. So,
well, and that's just it. He's stepping out of the boundaries as even a reviewer to pretend he's Fox News or something. I don't know. And it's like, you know, he's listening to this retard on Facebook, and probably a few others that are on Facebook that are just complete ignorant.
Alan Coleman.
There we go. He knows.
is that a blammo?
And you know, and I told him even in my videos, dude, if you want to know, come to me or one of the other guys. Check around a few different sources. You know, don't listen to these idiots because they're obviously telling you wrong fucking information.
That's like when he was talking about Carnage being soulless there. That's something that you could have asked me about, because I actually fucking talked to Soulless.
Exactly. And he doesn't even realize that, and I would expect him to, in a sense, code-wise, you know, that Neptune Rising, you know, Solus, Poseidon, that whole connection there, and that it's not a King Covenant fork.
Yeah.
I mean,
started out Exodus fork, and Solus took that and did his own thing on it.
Yeah. And he talked a lot with Echo and them that was working on Covenant. So there's a lot of stuff that was very, very similar and the same. But yeah, it's not a fork of it.
Nope.
No.
And man is not trying to take over the world. For fuck's sake.
So, Blue wanted me to talk about specifically ResolveURL. Before we get into the topic on this one, Blamo, and I know you're really going there, and I love you going there, but she wanted me to let everybody know out there that J Sergio 123, the dude that has brought out this wonderful fork, is not part of the NAN team. Guys, get that straight. J Sergio is his own,
and it's not a gen.
Fuck is that?
Okay, so I'll give my opinion first. You guys can follow that. I love the fact, you guys, everybody out there knows that I am a huge non-lover of TVA, and I've begged people to come out with a fork or their own URL resolver, and JSurge did that. As soon as I saw that out, I messaged him. I wanted to give that boy a hug. Thank you. The fact that we can get away from TVA, that's my big love for that. The fact that Blamo, our dude here online, has made almost all of his programs and Team Afterburst stuff, so that it's using the new one, and that stuff is out there for you guys. Just to let you know, it's already in his repo. That's my little one on that. You guys?
Yep. It has been since last night. Well, technically yesterday, I guess you could say. Blammo busted his ass all day yesterday. While my happy ass was at work, and got all the add-ons updated for it. Neptune Rising's ready. We just got to wait on NAN to finish updating the scraper for it, unless I'm mistaken, and it's ready to be released. So we'll be fully moved over. Now, if I could just find somebody to update Live Resolver so I could finish fixing Sports Hub.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Yeah, well, I think I know the issue. It's just past my realm of knowledge right now. It's going to be cookie based, things like that, to finish fixing it. Ace streams work perfectly with Sports Hub. that works. It's just the fact that most of the live stream sites people share that it pulls from use AES encryption. So, and the keys are in the files for the encryption, but you can only get the keys if you go through the right process, which I don't have and don't know. So that's where that's at.
Yay! I just sent Super Dell a link, by the way.
Does it have the A's PY?
What was that?
What were you gonna say?
Okay, you guys are lost now.
Yeah, I am.
All I know is we were talking about URL resolver.
Yeah.
Okay, David asked new URL, when did that appear, guys? ResolveURL was released yesterday as a fork of URL Resolver, which majority of add-ons out there, third-party add-ons use. And it's a fork, so the developers will have to do the updates to use the new one if they want to. It's up to them. Strongly recommend it, of course. You don't have to uninstall the TVA URL Resolver. They won't conflict at all.
No, not at all.
So that won't be a problem. Plus, other add-ons are still going to be using it, so you want to leave it on there so that they'll continue to function if you use them.
Yeah. Oh, I'm hoping over the course of time everybody switches personally.
Yeah, I mean, personally, that would be nice. I mean, just where we dislike them. In TVA in general. But and I want to throw this out there. The video I did about Cerebro's build having that file in it that got flagged by antivirus software. You can get that through the GitHub browser, and it doesn't check it. So think of that. I know some people love the new GitHub browser by TVA. Some hate it. This is just another thing where, if they don't have a repo, anybody can do a repo. It's really easy. There's videos out there on it. It's super easy to do one. If you can't be bothered with doing one, then obviously you're not wanting your add-on to be out there like that. And so you should, you go searching for them like that.
Sorry, what did you say, Bono?
Oh, nothing. I was pulling up the fucking video.
So, I mean, that's just my 2 cents on the GitHub browser. I don't like it because nothing's checked like it should be. Or, I'm sorry, nothing's verified like it should be. If they're behind a repo, they're a step closer to being more legitimate. Doesn't mean they're fully legitimate. I mean, Cerebro's proof of that. With the malware that's in his build, or potential malware, let's put it that way. And so it's, do you really want something that's just going to pull stuff off of a site because you see a name? You don't see what it's for. You don't see anything about it. It's just, hey, I'm going to do a search and try to put this on here. And, nothing good. There could be some good that comes from it, I guess, but no, not like they did it. I could see add-ons using that method for a different way to do updates. But honestly, it's the way it was done, in my opinion, is dangerous.
Just to let you know, Michael, sorry, I don't know if everybody answered that question. You don't have to uninstall both. They're not going to conflict. And the other question that you had here about, was it open source? The reason why all of us devs out here are saying that we love the ResolveURL is because it's coming from Jay Sergio. This guy helped to maintain it originally, and now he's putting it out. Yes, people can make it an open source and fork it out for themselves, but when you have a really good dev that's going to maintain it, we're going to follow that.
Yeah, exactly. And when he maintained the other one, there was updates. I mean, you would see updates sometimes 4 or 5 times a week, depending on when sites were going through changes. Now we're lucky to get one once a month with TVA. And that affects all the add-ons that use it.
Yep. Oh, like I said, I'm still excited. When I saw J, like I said, I've already said it. J Surge put it out. I'm like, yay! Sorry, I'm still bouncing today for it.
Well, let's see here. Let me bring it up here. What was it I told or said here? Blamewell said, "Hey guys, relax." I said, "Here's my relaxed thought about this. He should have called it D's Resolvers by Your Nuts." I mean, come on, you know my thoughts on names.
Well, I'm still waiting for that new one, Salty Nuts from you guys.
Yeah, I talked to A-Train. She's putting together the playlist and everything for a Gen add-on for me for chocolate salty balls.
Gotta love that name. Come on.
Got like the XMLs to do or some shit right now, so I don't think she'll be doing that anytime soon.
Oh no, she knows it's just a little pet project just because of the name. So you know, when it comes out eventually.
Well, mind you, it might change names again by then.
No, it's a South Park themed add-on is why.
Oh, sure. Sorry,
that's where it comes from. You know, Chef from South Park, this chocolate salty balls song.
Sherry, just to let you know, it's not. We're all hoping that it's going to replace the URL resolver, but currently, it's new and it's going to take time for the devs who want to choose to switch over to it. So you might end up having to use both for a while.
Yep.
Sad.
But and this is what I was saying earlier to you guys. Now we're going to find out who's the real devs and who's the cloners, right? Because the cloners are not going to know how to change their add-on to make the new one go.
And the sad part is they'll probably just copy from whoever they cloned originally again, or one of the new guys like Placenta that was later to the game. They'll turn around and copy all that to put it in there.
And they'll fuck themselves.
Yep.
Just to let you know, JJ, I just did a video out this morning showing how Placenta, which is using the ResolveURL, is still working with the RD. And you wouldn't be able to tell the difference between your resolver or the ResolveURL. They look the same when you use both.
Yep. You just got to look at the title of the settings window to see what's up with which.
Yeah.
Or to see which you're using. I'm sorry.
You can't. Well, that's because Mr. B is probably sucking on coffee right now, because you know that is his crack, right?
Nothing wrong with coffee. I'm sitting there drinking it myself.
As for the Cerebro repo, I had to clean it up. He did clean it up, but I put it back on the naughty list because of what he's done. So.
Yeah, and it wasn't because of the copy paste either. I mean, he's went beyond that now.
Yeah, he fucked up.
And it's his choice, you know. And the sad part is because I like the guy, I enjoy talking to him. So
I don't like the guy. I didn't like him day one.
my new Builders Case show did really well, by the way, guys.
The Builder Show.
Yeah.
Yep, I watched part of it. Didn't get a chance to watch all of it, but liked what I'd seen in it. It did seem like it was a really good one.
Yeah. I thought it was a great opportunity to showcase builders, right? So.
Oh, definitely. There's all kinds of possibilities, and there's a lot of different aspects to the community.
Yeah. Now, so Blamo, when are you putting out your build?
I have no idea.
It'll be 2025. That's when he'll finally get the time to stop to do one.
His new life. People have definitely opinions on Cerebro, I see. Is there an open source shareable program to compile builds with wizards and make an APK? Lodi is one, isn't it?
I don't know. When I did my APKs, excuse me. When I did my APKs, I watched the video and did it all by hand. So
I did mine by hand the other day. Thunder walked me through it. It's a little time consuming, but not really that difficult.
no, and if you keep the source of it somewhere, be it an SVN, GitHub, excuse me, it's really easy to update the APK itself down the road.
Yeah. Is there any other add-ons or developers that you should be aware of?
Oh, probably loads.
Cypher.
Cypher's another one. He started out, he did wasn't it Poseidon that he cloned first?
Yeah. Oh, him and Solus' little war.
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, and called it Rebirth, which is what helped name the team Afterbirth. But anyway, Cypher's definitely one. He's real bad about the copy paste and claiming it's his and faking a lot of stuff just to try to get that ego out there. And I can't really say this name because they're not a developer. They don't do builds. At least in my opinion, they're not a developer. Looking Glass team, there's some great guys on that team, but Gracie just a piece of thunder cunt. The only way to put it, thunder cunt. So if you're a developer out there, just stay clear of her. I've seen too many bad things come from going down that path.
Louis got a question about the Sports Devil. I got a couple of devs to check it out for me, including A-Train. That girl's awesome. And I still prefer the Dutch version. I've been using it for almost a year because it has more links in it. But what we've both found is that somebody's version, January 30th, was the Dutch version renamed.
Wasn't that Cerebro that did that crap?
Oh, I don't know whose it was.
I remember it pushing from his repo. Let me check real quick.
Yeah. It did.
I mean, if it's in others, it'll show up now for me too, but because he removed everything from his but his little wizard.
Will real devs help clean up Kodi? Yeah, I'll be honest. Like these two guys that are here on the show with us, Tantrum, and these guys will go after guys who are being naughty as much as they can. But the truth is, you're always going to have bad and good at everything. But we all try. Opinion, guys?
Yeah, we do what we can. I mean, if we see, we don't call out everything just because, believe it or not, there's a lot of it out there. So it's just the main ones that we'll call out when we see it, the really bad ones. And unfortunately, we've seen more of it here lately. And I try to call out misinformation and all too to deal with that when I see that showing up. But the main thing, and I hit on it in a video recently, was don't take certain things at face value. If you can, do your own research too, and don't just trust any individual wholeheartedly. Obviously Teverz and me do the best we can to get the correct information, just like Blamo does, and find out the truth. But just like us, do the research. Make sure you're getting the right information.
Just to let you know, Roro, that that whole thing with the copying and the GitHub thing, that was all a misunderstanding for the most part of it, and it's been cleared up. So. Just for devs,
is this kind of like case in point? It looked like one thing was being done, so it was looked into and found out that just misunderstanding, and it was dealt with.
Yeah. Is this group just for devs? Oh, heck, we had YouTubers on 2 weeks ago, didn't we?
Yeah. Or no, that was last week. Well, last week we had both.
Oh, yeah. The group, honestly, guys, it's about whatever Tantrum and I want to talk about for the week. Like, you know, whether we want to talk about YouTubers or we want to talk about devs. For the most part, it's more of an open forum for you guys to ask questions, you know, find out some answers for yourself. That's what we're here for.
Yeah, I mean, and you know, whether it's a rant, whether it's correcting bad information out there, or you know, just if guys say, "Hey, we want to talk about something on the show," great. You know, next show you're on. We do it to answer, like Teverz said, the questions that are out there, even ones that are not yet known.
Oh, I wanted to answer. So I was going through my vids. Somebody brought up a couple weeks ago that I'm starting to get dislikes. Just for you guys who dislike any of my vids or the live shows that we guys do here, thank you, because that just meant you still watch. That's fine with me.
Exactly. I mean, like, we got 2 dislikes already on this one.
Did we?
Yeah.
We got some devout followers. Oh,
They're disliking and they're watching.
yeah. It's all Blamo's fault, right?
Well, let's see here. 2 dislikes. That's Cerebro and Mitch.
Yeah.
And I have a list of my pissed off people too. So.
That seems to be my theme lately, pissing people off. Oh wait, yeah. I don't care.
I get it. TV add-ons, you know, the big fight I had with them on Twitter. All of the Twitter stuff that they did with me, it's gone. They deleted all of it.
Yeah, Carnage did the same with me, and then he sent me a direct message wanting to kiss up. which, you know, hey, I'm fine with burying hatchets, but you know, don't sit there and try to kiss ass to my face or be nice to my face, and then turn around and go on Crackbook and try to start a flame war again on a different platform.
Yeah. Rock Crusher's moving to URL. I don't know. Is Rock Crusher moving? I don't know if he isn't. That's up to him.
Probably. There's going to be a lot of them that move, that do the changeover. And it's really simple. He made it really, really simple. It's a true fork to keep it as easy as possible to move over with more things working.
Like I said, Des moving. There's a question here for Blamo. I don't know if you're watching the screen, Blamo. So do you want me to read it out to you?
Oh, I read it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait for that either. That's pretty awesome.
Ew, you've got something hiding in the backwards and back. I didn't even know about it. And you tell me how much you love me, and then you keep me in the dark.
Well, you know.
I feel like a mistress now. So, what did you say, Blamo?
Oh, it's top secret section, so.
Hey, sometimes you got to keep it that way.
All I know is, guys, if he's got something in the works, watch it. It's coming. You're going to be amazed. A few months ago, things were real bleak for Kodi, but thanks. Oh, no problem, DC Marvel. You know, and I'm sure everybody else would agree, this is not new to Kodi, where things go up and down for a bit. That's been going on for years. It's just happened to be a little bit more because there are so many more people following Kodi now and using Kodi. It's just become more out there now. That's all.
Yep, it went from hundreds of thousands of users to millions upon millions.
Yeah.
Well, look how many times. I haven't even checked Blamo's stats for the month of January, but how much did we see in didn't I say there was like 1.5 million in the middle of December or something like that?
Or middle of January, something like that.
That's how many people are actually downloading Blamo's repo to get to his stuff.
That's crazy.
Actually, JJ, I did that for him. I figured that Blamo deserved his own, and he went and got it, and that we just wanted Blamo to be his. It also had to do with TV add-ons posted that him and I were developers together, and the truth is we weren't. So we figured, you know, Blamo and I figured he should have his own identity. He's got his own now. That's all his now. Oh, that pissed me off when I read that. Well, my Blamo knows that already.
Well, that's okay. I'm just a chap whose name they can't pronounce.
Yeah.
Yeah, ever resolving. Who was I talking to about? Okay, when did you guys start using Kodi?
Start using what?
Kodi.
I installed it on a device. I'd used it back when it was still on the original Xbox, but got out of it when it was XBMC, and then got back into it sometime last year, I believe, something like that, year before or early last year, something like that, because of people at work. But I didn't really get full on into it as far as any type of build development, add-on development or anything until this past winter, or this current winter actually.
Yeah, I didn't start.
Just like, sorry, go ahead, Blamo. Yeah.
Or something. Yeah, I started using it about 4 years ago, I think. Yeah, and then I started messing with a bunch of add-ons, and that's where it went.
I started building computers and using it, and I was what, 2008. I tried it when it originally came. You're right, on the Xbox. I remember that. But I didn't really get value back into it until 2008. And the reason I asked you guys, like, when did you start? Because I wanted to know, do you remember the first add-on you guys used?
No.
Back in the
there
day,
was
you know.
Salt. I don't remember.
Oh yeah, yeah.
They were quite...
We know Blamo's salts. He's a diehard guy for salts. Can't blame him. It's always been rock solid. I guess for me, when I got back into it, it was Genesis, maybe.
Wow, you guys are youngins.
Yeah, you know.
I think it was Jason who reminded me about Mashup. And I remember Mashup quite well. And NaviX.
Oh, yeah. Oh, shit. Back in the day, I forgot about NaviX.
Yeah.
Yeah, back in the day.
That's where you had to sort through the entire list to find the things that you wanted that would... Then you went into that list to find... Then you had to sort through all of that to find the things you wanted. And people nowadays don't know how lucky they have it to find, you know, go into like, you know, Placenta, click on the movie, and there gets the links. Because in the old days, we didn't have that.
Yeah, it was a pain in the butt. I remember that.
But that was the best tool back then.
Yeah. Oh, back then it was the best.
Yeah. Just answering Syndicate 2, by the way, buddy. Dogmatic has videos on how you can change the color in the Enoch skin. If you want to change your colors to black and green, watch his video. You haven't done a tutorial on the Nox, have you, Tantrum?
No. All mine's been around the YouTube add-on that I wrote for that template, which is different than all the other ones that are out there, and a few other things, but nothing skin-based. I'll leave that to the guys that know it better.
Blamo are associated with Madhouse?
Oh God,
What do
you really want to see them off.
I hope he wasn't meaning you're actually associated with Madhouse.
I
Oh,
would hope not. I fucking hate that guy.
let's pause this discussion before you go any further with any possible rant, because you know I love you, Blamo. There was a confusion for a couple of days because, you know, the new team with A-Dream and Judgment got Madhouse for about 48 hours, and people were confused about which Madhouse was which.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, that I guess that's understandable then.
Yeah. So maybe he meant that you were part of the Judgment team.
No, I'm not working with Team Madhouse.
And DC Marvel, I use the Aeon Nox Silvo. Love it because it's so easy to use.
Yay, Silvo.
Leothan's pretty lucky that you had your coffee this morning, Blamo.
He's trying to be more calm. It's been a rough past couple weeks for all of us, so you know.
Oh, David's leaving us. I'm thinking he's a little bit whipped. The wife is home, you know. Yeah.
So choosing Super Bowl Sunday to grout tiles? Oh, come on, man. Should have done that yesterday.
Well, I remember somebody's comment earlier this morning saying that they didn't like any of the football teams playing today.
Yeah, but it's still a good excuse to get drunk. Come on.
Oh, very good point.
I'm waiting to put the whiskey in my coffee until we got some running we got to do later. So.
Yeah. They, even here in Canada, the Super Bowl is still big. I don't know about, what about you, Blamo? Where, is it big where you are too?
Fuck, I hate sports.
Oh.
Now, there's a reason there's no sports ever going into Placenta or Death Strings.
Never.
Nope. Oh, Butler saying it's all about Kodi. Well, I'm in agreement with you, buddy, because I don't watch the Super Bowl. I'm on Blamo's side. Honestly, I don't. The only time I actually watch sports, and I'm going to let this out, I'm a Bruins fan, is when the Bruins make it to the finals in the playoff, which hasn't happened since 2010, so I haven't watched sports since 2010. There you go. Unless they come up with a new sport, like, okay, so let's say that Jello wrestling or mud wrestling gets to the Olympics, I'm all in. That's my story.
Sticking to it.
Yep. Yeah.
I see now I want to listen to country music. Damn it.
I'm going to bring up a country channel on YouTube and we'll play it on here. Gerald, I know you're a fellow Canuck, but name it. You know what? I get this from a lot of my fellow Canadians up here when I say I'm a Bruins fan, but there was a time where there were more Canadians on the Bruins team than any of the Canadians teams. Just to let you know. You know, there's so much diversity in the hockey world right now. It's like, what hockey team has, like, all Canadian or all, you know what I mean? And again, I'm on a rant about hockey. This is about Kodi. Guys, make me stop talking about hockey. What's your favorite choice of whiskey, Maud?
Depends on my mood. My usual go-to is Maker Marks. Maker Marks. Let's see here. When I'm in just for a little bit smoother or a little bit tastier mood, it's Wild Turkey's American Honey.
Ooh.
It's got a really nice, sweet, smooth taste to it. Goes great in about anything.
Oh, somebody said Gibson's finest. That's okay. So, who's the biggest douchebag? Are we talking about the biggest, you know, douchebag on Kodi, or are we talking the biggest douchebag all over?
Yeah, Honey Jack's not bad. The Jack Daniels honey's not too bad. I like the tang to that one.
Oh, have you guys ever tried Irish whiskey, like the Jameson Irish whiskey?
Yep, like that too.
Well, that stuff burns. Whoa, but good.
I also like for my coffee creamer, just using just straight up Bailey's Irish cream. It's got a little bit of everything in it.
Ooh, Butler asked you a question, Tantrum.
Who did what? Did you guys make up with Mitch? Fuck Mitch. Little retarded shit. Like I said, his how-to videos are usually spot on. When he goes into the infomercial or anything like that, he's a fucking idiot because he listens to fucking idiots. You know, one of his primary sources is Alan Coleman, and he's a dumbass.
Oh, I love.
He looks like a hairy penis. Let's put it that way.
Oh,
If
Griffin.
you don't believe me, I'll send you a link to him on Facebook.
I love Griffin. I'm in agreement with Griffin's answer. American football is like rugby with pads on. I always said that like a real man plays rugby, only the wimpies play football.
Yeah, the difference is American football. There's a lot more ass grabbing going on.
Oh, well, another reason for gay guys to play ball. Yeah,
That's why Digital watches it.
uh,
I had to throw that in there. I give him way too much crap not to throw it in there.
actually, Mitch retracted something yesterday. Did he take something down?
What did he take down?
I don't know if he took it down. I think he just basically he changed what he said. I think in one video, and a video later, he's like, "Oh, I didn't say this. I said that." No, he did say what everybody thought he said. But you know how it goes.
No, how does it go?
Tries to backpedal. Oh, I didn't do that. Bullshit.
Yeah, like I said, I don't watch his videos enough to really. No disrespect. Does Alan Coleman have a YouTube channel? Actually,
I don't think he's figured out how to do a mic, has he?
Well, I know he's on YouTube. Like, you know, like you guys, like if you can post in here, you do have a YouTube account.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, if you have a Google account, you have a YouTube account.
Yeah. I don't know what YouTube was doing the other day, but it kept signing me out when I was sitting there trying to upload a video.
Have you noticed lately, though, they've been actually really good to us? Like, you know, at the beginning of January where everything was being marked? And they're actually being nicer to us right now.
Yeah, it's because they took away about half of the revenue.
Yeah, they only made a couple of $1 billion. That's, you know, pocket change.
Exactly. Which is why certain YouTubers come out with twice as many videos now.
What is the purpose of What is the purpose of HEVC and playback?
HEVC is the new encryption, or no, I'm sorry, not encryption, compression for video. If you remember, you know, you got .264 for HD, Blu-ray, you know, and they use it on a lot of Blu-ray rips and all that.
Yep.
HEVC is 0.265. Allows them to do higher bit rates, higher resolutions at a smaller file size. That's what HEVC is, which also requires a little bit better hardware in order to decode it effectively.
I like the 265. Yeah, just to let you guys know out there, not all of your hardware can handle the 265. So you have an older box, you're screwed. You're still stuck with the 264.
Oh, shitty.
Blammo, do you want us to send you a gift and something newer?
Yeah.
I only recently got rid of my first gen fire stick.
Hey, I'm gonna send you a gift through the screen, Blammo. I ordered these boxes to do a review, and just cause. There you are. Whoop. I ordered the H96 Max H1 and H2 just to test them out. I'll have to send you one, Blammo.
I've already decided if I ever get situations recovered, I'm eventually going to get a screen capture box like these for the Xbox and all that, and get me an actual box to do the other videos with. That way I can quit using TeamViewer on the Fire Stick because it just sucks.
I like boxes. Oh, Optimum wants to know what microphone I'm using. That is the Blue Snow Globe. What box would you should we use for better performance? Lethan, just to honest be with you, if you're talking about Android box, everybody in here is going to tell you the NVIDIA Shield's the best by far. But if you can't afford something like that, the next box down from that, which is only a slight bit cheaper, is the H96 Max. But an overall box, truthfully, on Amazon, I really like. I don't know how well you guys are with Android boxes, but I am. The H96 Pro Plus overall is still the best box for price range. Just letting you know.
And depending on what you're wanting to do, unless something newer has come out, and if it has, tell me, find it for me. The Me Cool was it KI Pro TV box or KO Pro has inputs on it for coax, so you can hook up antennas to it and use that for local channels as well. They have a 16 gig box that has DVB T2 and S2 satellite on it, and it's pretty fairly good price. I mean, it's under $100. But that's something that if you're really into local channels. It's got the S905, I think, chipset. There may be better ones out there. If there is, let me know. I've got it on my site because some people asking about that type of box, and if there's something better out now, I'd like to update that link.
They're constantly updating them. Like the Minix Neos, those are nice boxes, like Optimum just talked about. They're good. Sherry, so I'm just going to answer Sherry quickly here. She asked me Mitch's videos. We did say in here that when Mitch does a video on how to do settings on an add-on and all that stuff, he's really good at that stuff. Just to let you know that.
Yeah, he's really good on how to. He just sucks ass on reporting facts.
Back to that one again. I'm still laughing. Sorry.
What can I say?
What's up, Trooper? Hey. Do we really see? This is like the first time we've done a show, and our rants are like small. And
well, you know, I did the rant videos throughout the past few days, so a lot of it's been covered, at least on my side.
Yeah.
Oh, love that one. Mitch live from CNN News.
Yeah, I remember someone making a comment on one of my videos.
The fake news from Fox News.
Definitely. Yep. Definitely got that fake Fox News going on.
Hey, so, what other rants did you do this week? I mean, I know I've been there, but I don't know if everybody else there out knows what else you did this week.
That's a good question because it's been a long ass week.
and too many videos.
Yeah, I mean, I did what? 2 last night. I did a third. I just didn't upload it because I'm like, screw this. I'm going to bed. I did a couple on Cerebro where the first one was basically saying, "Hey, asshole, you're duplicating a lot of shit. Stop it." And I really thought he was going to step it up, and then he did the copy paste shit like Cypher to the 10th degree. And then he took his ball, went home, and now his build has malware, and you get to pay for it. You're giving him money to get infected.
Yep. I watched that video last night. Seriously. But people don't know. That's the whole thing, right?
Oh, exactly. And, that's why I do the videos and the rants I do. It's not because I'm trying to get hits or anything else, because I guarantee I probably tick off as many people as enjoy the video and take it for what it is. But, I don't care. I'm putting it out there because I want to see to it they're getting the right info, that they're getting the right details. And, that's the main purpose. That's the main drive behind it.
Do we like pinned add-ons? And in a second, Blamo, you're going to be. I personally don't like pinned add-ons because I'm too butt lazy to pin them.
I don't like them because that Pin Century company is using shady tactics, is the only way to put it. And unfortunately, the developers fall into it because, that's who they're using. They're getting the best revenue from it, from that company, so that's who they use. And that's no diss to them, but then either that company or where they pull ads from and deliver them is either infected or doing shady shit. One of the two. That's what my video I haven't published yet covers.
Is anybody... Oh, sorry. Roro wants to hear Blamo do a rant. Do you got a rant, Blamo?
I don't got a rant this morning.
Quit drinking the damn coffee. Is UK Turks using PIN, is it safe? It's no different than any other one that's using PIN.
Yeah, I think all of them doing the pins right now, all of them are using this, and I may be completely wrong on the name because I don't use it. But the Pin Century, the company behind that, they're all using it. So if one of them is delivering malware like Bitch's video on Stream Army, yeah, Bitch's place, they're all doing it. I mean, they're all going to do it because they're all using the same company to deliver the ads. And like I said, it's not a knock on the developers because they're not the ones doing it. They're using another company to deliver those ads, just like we use AdSense from Google on our videos here and our websites. That's what they're doing. They're just not using Google AdSense, and that's where those are coming from. That's what people don't realize. People like, the end user, don't expect them to know that. That's not something they have to deal with or need to know. But if you're going to do a video calling somebody out about it, saying they're doing it, do your fucking research.
Does anyone manage Livestream Pro or FM Tester or F4 Tester? That was Shanny's stuff, and nobody has taken it over, as far as I know.
Well, it all still works. There's really been no need.
Yeah, true. Like, he made them in like 2015. They work perfect. Yeah.
Yeah, they're just those type of add-ons that even as other technologies change, everything still falls back to that same base. So that's why they're still working.
Can you actually get malware from pins? You can if you go to the website. It really depends on the website, right?
Yep. Throw some knowledge out there for you guys. I worked in security infrastructure with a security infrastructure team, rather, for years. All right, for a Fortune 500 company in the States. And they dealt with the security side. I dealt with the end user side. And we seen it all the time where ad servers are doubleclick.net, and the whole slew of them that Yahoo uses. And there's a lot of them. They would get hacked, and someone would put malicious code in the ads on the ad servers to deliver malware and keyloggers and all kinds of crap to people when they would go to the site, and a video would display, it would install that malware. All right, it happens. And it's nothing against the ad companies because they're not the ones doing it, but they're the ones being targeted by the hackers going in there and putting that malicious code on their servers.
Yep.
So pin sites, same thing. They're using ad servers, and those ad servers can get hacked, or the company that they're dealing with for those pins to deliver those ads for that revenue is doing it. One of the two.
Or they're actually put a hack onto the server itself displaying their own ads. That's happened to me.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's, you know, it could be any and all the above except for the developers, because if they're using that company, it's not on them. It's like it's not Yahoo that's doing it when the ads they display have been compromised.
There's a question for Lamo in there.
So answering Mike, I don't know, you'll have to wait for that microwave update.
I remember you guys, I was in the chat room a few days ago about the microwave. That's funny still. And Sherry, just to let you know, Optimum's right that the whole pin is about developers making money. I mean, I understand why they do it. So
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I do completely understand. Do I like it? No, it's not something I'd ever do. It's not something Blamo would ever do.
no.
But it's a way for people out there that would do it to do it. Just wish it was a safer alternative. And I don't know if it's in one of the videos I published or not. And I'm going to publish this after the live show, the one I haven't yet. But I do a shout out to Nimsy. You know, if y'all want to look into your own Pen Century type site, give me a shout. I'd have no problem trying to come up with one that's safe for the developers.
Will Solo Man go live? I'd love to ask him. You have to ask him, not me. And although if he goes,
it'll only go live if it involves a GoFundMe.
Yeah. Help fix his fence.
Yeah. Yeah, help fix his fence. There you go.
Keith was asking about the HTTPS. Should it be enabled in dev streams? I mean, truthfully, most of the streams are HTTPS now in there, aren't they?
Yeah, pretty much.
And HTTPS is always good to use because the secure channels can't be tracked as easily as far as content by ISPs and such.
Yep. Oh, 56426. I always get his number wrong. Hey, buddy. Welcome to the chat. Looking good from the other than Placenta, is anything working good from the dev streams? And dev streams RD were updated to the new one as well. Just to let you know, Neptune Rising. Yeah, Neptune Rising will go to the new one as well once Nan does the scrapers that way. Which I don't think is going to take long, actually.
No, everything in that repo is just badass. The only way to put it. Randy, a couple days ago, I made a comment. I just use RD. I don't have a need for VPN. If you're using RD, you're getting that stream from Real-Debrid. All right, it's a service out there, and it channels to them. It's kind of like easiest way to describe it is download accelerator. They exist in browser add-ons and different formats to be able to use it to download files and things like, or download streams, things like that. And that's why I use them, because I'm getting it from them when I go to do it. It's not coming from OpenLoad and the other sites like that. It's coming straight from Real-Debrid. That's why I use it instead of VPN, because I don't need the VPN to hide where I'm getting streams from.
Yeah.
Ooh, Nan Scrapers is switching over tomorrow. Madrill saying that.
Woo!
A big hug out to Madrill and his team over there at Nan. We all love you.
And yeah, I've said this probably 50 times in the past week. They're not trying to take over the world.
Or are they?
Because evidently there's like 30,000 people over at Bitch's place to believe they are. I don't know.
Blamo, question for you. What's the difference between the two dev streams?
One provides Real-Debrid content only, and the other one's both.
It's pretty simple. Yeah, sure. Just to let you know that Blamo. I tried to get Blamo to make the RD version for months, and then one day the coffee cup hit him in the side of the head. He said, "Ooh, I do it," and it's become a big hit since then. But the RD version is strictly for people who have Real-Debrid. If you don't have Real-Debrid, don't use it. But a lot of the... Sorry, go ahead, Blamo.
It's quick as fuck, so...
The basic way to describe it... Sorry. I keep interrupting you, buddy. I'm so sorry. Go ahead.
All good. I'm done.
Basically, what Blamo did was he took out all the stuff so that the only stuff left was the Real-Debrid links, and he's right. It's much, much faster.
Yep. And since then, I've seen add-ons put in a flag. It's not the same thing. I've seen them put in a flag to where it would display only RD links. It's not the same thing. You have to go past that to do it. You either have to do a separate add-on like he did, or you have to put a flag that is checked in every single scraper. And if you do that, you're still losing process time, because it has to go in there and check that flag first before it decides not to run it. And at that point, it's already created a worker thread, and it defeats the point. At least in my opinion, from a developer standpoint. So the way he did it is the best way to do something like that.
Oh, next question there was for Blamo again.
Adding RD only option in placenta? I don't think so.
Yeah, there's really no need. Like I said, we'd have to change all the scrapers to look for that flag, and it defeats the purpose at that point, because it still has to go into that individual scraper, or it check settings for it. So there's really no point in it for placenta.
Yeah, you got death streams already. Use it.
Yep. If you just want to use that, the best way is, and this is on the end user, just go in there and disable the scrapers that don't reserve, that usually don't have the links. But you know, you could still miss them because somebody excuse me, posts a link to a site that's already compatible, then you'll lose it because of that. So I just leave it the way it is, and you know, go through and just click on RD. I mean, they're always going to be at the top.
Yep.
So answering Sherry, it's really user preference. If you like the layout, use it.
Yeah, it's what you like, what you're used to. The interface, which is why we have 4 different ones in the same repo. They all use, for the most part, different scrapers. Placenta uses the Covenant style fork. Then you've got Neptune Rising, which was originally Poseidon, and down that lane that uses Nan. Then you've got Deathstreams, which has its own scrapers, and RD. So it really just depends on the interface that you like.
Yep. Quickly answering on Assistant Bud. Yeah, probably missed it a little earlier. Dogmatic71 has some videos on how to customize that skin, since that's how you can answer that question, like the background. And Sherry loves you, Blamo. You got way too many groupies. Just to let you know, Sherry, Blamo's taking applications for his harem. Just contact him on Twitter. The Watch Series add-on?
Watch series.
I haven't played with it yet.
No, I haven't touched it.
Watch Series, isn't that a site that we scrape?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I think it is. Which back in the day, if you haven't been using Kodi for a long time, back in the day, that's how all the add-ons were. It was an add-on per website, because there wasn't that many websites out there for it. PrimeWire was a big one. PrimeWire One Channel, and that's all that add-on scrape. That's when the newer add-ons that scrape multiple sites came out. So yeah, watch series is great by our add-ons already.
Oh, I remember doing a video on the loop, by the way. Is somebody still maintaining that program?
I've never heard of it.
Seen an update on it just this morning, I think.
Oh.
I don't know, something on Twitter.
I don't want. Usually I don't look into sports add-ons until somebody asks me to, since I don't watch sports. So
I don't fucking watch sports.
Mr. Butler think.
Ironically, I don't watch pro sports.
Neptune seems to be a little shaky lately. What shaky? Did you add a stripper thing in there, Blamo?
Ooh.
Not that I know of. Non-scrapers is a little glitchy, but usually if you back out and research, it scrapes it immediately.
Yeah, that's the same way. I've always said that to people. Like, the first time you click on sometimes in some of the add-ons, that you don't get the scrapers right off the bat, click it again. Usually the second time you get it much better.
All right. Saying finding wrong episodes, not as many streams. If it's pulling back the wrong streams, that's not Nan. That's not Neptune. That's the site hosting it.
Yep. So just so you know, Butler, what they do is if somebody uploads a video onto these sites that you're going to stream from, and they label it off, and if they label it wrong, your Neptune or your Placenta, all they see is the label, right? Now, it could be the wrong video, but whoever uploaded it put the wrong label on it. That's why.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
Same thing with if you're saying a lot of links aren't working. Again, that's the site that they're on. It's just pulling the links from there. And if that site has dead links, then unfortunately they're going to show up in the add-ons. Doesn't matter whose add-on it is. And that site has to pull those in order for it to stop.
Yep. What is the best GitHub, or I'm assuming that's Python, for Git Kodi? Well, I know that Kodi 19 is going to be using the new Python, finally. And that's a bonus for devs.
That question just hurt my head. Anyway. Because Python is pretty much what the base of everything is inside Kodi. It's the programming language it uses. GitHub is just a repository place. Or a repository system.
Yeah. What's the best GitHub?
Now, I can tell you the best repo to use. Depending on what you're wanting, there's two of them. There's Blamo, best repo for movie and TV shows. And there's mine for nothing else.
I just got this message from Neil of Project Jarvis. He is asking me. I didn't replace the icon in guest streams for the theme pack. I completely fucking forgot about that.
Oh, he's a bad boy.
That's fine. That's just another update.
I personally think that Blamo should lose 100 of his girls in his harem now, just for that. That'll still leave him 1,000. He's good.
Well, I think Death Streams needs a theme pack based off of what is it, Rebel Circus? Girls from there. It go good. A lot of dark, a lot of goth outfits and everything from there. It could work.
Don't give Blamo ideas, you know.
Actually, it's more giving Neo ideas.
Yeah, I'll just let you know, Sherry, he does have the YouTube fix in his. If you're running my wizard, I've got Tantrum's fix inside my windows as well. A couple options. Tantrum's got a video on the YouTube fix on his channel if you want that. And somebody asked about Looking Glass. Is anything new coming out? Ethan, better be careful, because there are 2 guys on here that might reach out there and slap you for asking that question.
Oh, I don't know if they've got anything new, but I don't know. Has Gracie copied anything or tried to steal anything from people lately? Or release a new YouTube add-on? And I say her by name because there's some great guys in that group that I know and still talk to. It's just unfortunately it's ran by a thundercunt.
That bitch.
So answer to you, Wayne, and shout out to you, buddy. You know I love you. We'll have to talk later. Trending Kodi add-on to be trusted, to be accurate. Here's the thing I think about blogging reviewers. You know, if there's a brand new add-on coming out, we don't all know what that thing is going to do, but it's trending, right? Or it's coming up. So is the information about it going to be accurate? Pretty well. But is it going to be harmful? Well, time will tell.
Yeah, and I don't know. I don't want to say it's clickbait, because it's not. And I can only assume that you're referring to Kodi apps. The thing is, though, that they say it's trending. Yeah, it's trending based on people clicking on links.
Yep.
On their site. That's how it rates it. If you click on it just to install it, you just voted to make that a more trending app.
Yep.
Or if you just want to read about it, the first 5, I think it's what is it, 5 per day that you click on. And that's it. That's how they rate it.
Just to let you know, Blamo, I'm seriously thinking about moving your zips over to the server off of GitHub.
Yep, fuck GitHub.
Huh?
This will mean uninstall of the repo, right?
No. It'll go up onto the server, like under your server.
Yeah.
But off of the GitHub, so that people, like, since Placenta, like the stuff you have are probably the biggest add-ons out there that people use. Right? Not that they don't use others, but yours are probably the biggest. And my whole thought on that is I hate the GitHub browser. And if you take you off of GitHub, put you onto your server, right? More and more, less, like they'll stop using GitHub browser even more.
Yay. Yeah, it's all the stuff on my repos on my own private server.
Now, the other part of that one, though, Blamo, just to let you know, is we'll actually be able to count how many people actually download Placenta.
That'll be awesome.
Yeah, I mean, not just a repo. We'll be able to count how many people have used Placenta.
Yeah, I should definitely do that.
Yeah, it's on my goal for the week, buddy. What's in the cup? Diet Pepsi. That was my answer. That's what I drink in the morning. I don't drink coffee because that stuff makes me gag and want to puke.
Oh my god. Seriously? Diet Pepsi?
Well, if you really want to know, it's Walmart's Great Value Diet Cola.
God, that's worse.
Well, there's no aspartame in this one. I get headaches from the aspartame, so.
Yeah, if I drink pop, depending on my mood, it's usually, a lot of times it'll be like Orange Crush.
Oh, see, they don't make a. Oh, actually, they do make a really good diet one on that, but it's hard to find. Thanks, Sherry. Just letting you know.
That or cream soda.
Walmart. Wait a minute, you're in West Virginia. That's like the highest, the employer that employs the most people.
Well, the sad part is, yes and no. It's because, you know, there's not a lot of them in West Virginia because it's still spaced out. Even Walmart's spaced out here.
But still the biggest employer.
Probably. Either that or the state, one of the two.
Hey, Mag have an updated dog stars build. Okay, the new ResolveURL, that was quick. Yes, Blamos love the Placenta app and smooth interface. Oh, way to go, Dave. Thank you. Everybody uses Placenta. I'm going to say that's a personal preference.
Yeah, it is. A lot of people prefer salts. There's a huge following out there of the salt style interface, and it's great. You know, a lot of devs prefer it as far as that type of interface because it flows logically. It is. I mean, it's all personal preference. Like I said earlier, that's why there's 4 different ones in there. They've all got a different layout, a little bit different content, different scrapers. So you're going to have a different experience in them, and you get to find one that works good for you, just like builds.
One with the last name Casto. Sherry, are you letting us know that you live in West Virginia? She asked that first. I'm all with Tantrum, by the way.
Yeah. I've worked with several Castos. She's not lying. West Virginia, population 3 million, 15 last names.
I use Deathstream's RD now. That's my go-to. I'm gonna shout you out, Blamo. I love you. Thank you. My wife uses Placenta.
That style, you know, the whole Genesis, Exodus, Covenant, Placenta, 500 other names out there. That layout is really good for the people that aren't as adept at navigation. I guess is the nice way to put it. You know, the people that really need it spelled out for them.
I use salts from the beginning. Don't get me wrong, I love Lama to work too, but TK Norris was my hero, my love, and then he said I'm leaving, and I'm like crying in tears, like please don't leave me. And then Blamo stepped up and said I'm gonna do this, and I'm like, okay, well screw TK Norris, I have a new love.
There's definitely a need or a want for most of them that are out there that are different. You know, like we preach, you know, it's personal preference. You know, Blamo does the fort of salts, Deathstreams RD. That's what he loves. All right, a lot of people love it. I like the Covenant style. A lot of people like it. Then there's people that just absolutely love the Neptune Rising setup. You know, everybody's got it. All of them have their own following, which is a good thing.
Okay, which one do you two want to answer that YouTube question?
Got my YouTube update on Android. Fuck XVBMC. I think they're the ones too pushing out that Sports Devil thing too.
Yep.
Yeah, no, touch that repo.
Yep. 5.5.0 is the official version.
5.5.
The one they're pushing out. I don't know if it's been changed or not. I haven't compared the code. I guess I could do that though. I mean, it wouldn't be hard with my SVN. With the graphical interface of Tortoise SVN, it'd be real easy to see what they changed, if anything. So while we're ranting, while we're doing this video, I'm going to check my packages folder and see if I got both of them in there.
I doubt they did anything.
Oh, I doubt they changed anything either. I'm going to let you know, JJ, the biggest thing that I've learned about XV, and I have removed them from my builds, is they want you to become more dependent on them. If you started noticing that, you know, there was a time their repo was small and it had some really good stuff in it and they maintained it, but they're trying to be more like a super repo now. So if you become more on my hook, and all they did, in my opinion, until he's checked the code, was they updated the version, added the X on it so that you become dependent on their repository. And if you keep watching the repo, they keep adding all this stuff like the Sports Devil and updating it to a different version so you become more and more dependent on them. When in the long run, none of their stuff is any different. That's what we've been finding.
And if you already know that they're changing shit, then that's not a good thing.
Oh, Gold Rush has got a question for you, Blamo. I don't have this issue, so you got to know the answer. I don't.
Those white links at the bottom are a few free links that I'm gonna clear out. They're those that are free links, and every other RD link should show red if that's what you choose.
Here's my question. Gold Rush, we want to ask you this. Are we talking about today you're getting that? Because Deathstream's RD no longer uses URL resolver, so all you're going to get is white links unless you've configured the URL the new resolve URL. Good point.
Yeah, exactly.
Which fork do you guys recommend, just so I can have two builds on the same device? Are we talking Android?
Are we talking Kodi?
Yeah, that's what he meant. Yeah.
My Giga is pretty good. It's alright.
Yeah, I agree with you. I can't remember though. No, I think my Giga uses its own folder in the add-ons in Android.
Yeah.
So I think you can run both. I know that on... Yeah, you are right, because I can run my Giga and Kodi on my Android box. You're right. On a computer, if you want to have two separate ones, unless you know how to do portable data, Katos uses a separate folder. Katos.
Oh, and if you're gonna use my Giga, do not use the new one that you push, 17.1 or whatever, because you're gonna manually update everything.
Yeah, pain in the ass. You want to try the original 4.4 version. Oh, somebody's got a mini IX 17 forward screwed. I'll have to check that out. Keith, question for you. Is that only good for Android 5, or can I go back to Android 4.4? Have to wait for that answer, and obviously... Oh,
Well, yeah, I got some shit to do.
are you leaving out me too? Alright, Blamo. That's okay, buddy.
Alright.
See you later, bye. Say everybody say bye to Blamo.
Later, man.
Have a good one.
JJ, I can guarantee you that maintenance wizard tool that you find in XV and BNC is not theirs. There are other good ones out there. I think we suggested Merlin's still got a good one. That's probably Merlin's maintenance tool in there. Tantrum, do you have a maintenance tool? I can't remember, buddy.
I've got the one in my wizard. I mean, where it's got some pre-laid out settings, and then of course clearing cache and all that stuff. And then the advanced settings add-on that was released like years ago that nobody's maintained as in the Tantrum repo. But it's the original. I haven't made any changes to it because it still works. There's no need to make changes. That's all I have.
Yeah. Sherry's asking, are there any useful super repos out there?
None.
Well, there are out there, but are they trustworthy? No. It goes back, you and I both know Tantrum Super Repo, which has been around forever,
Yep.
which they tried to put everybody's stuff inside of it, and then you'd get hooked on them. The same with Fusion, TV add-ons. I honestly suggest, Sherry, and I don't know what Tantrum, and I'm sure he's going to agree with me, don't use the super repos. You know,
sitting here looking at the version that XVBMC put out. Yeah, it's got code changes in it.
does it?
Yep, it's not just a re-versioned add-on. We bring it up here, look at all the different files. Let's see here what's different. Couple language files. The utils.py under YouTube helper is different. YT play is different. Let me compare with base. It may be that they have like the final version before the final that came out.
Right.
It's very possible. That's what I'm looking at now, because it's only a few files, and generally that's going to be something due to like a developer releases a minor change for the final versus the last one before a final.
I don't know. I don't trust their stuff anymore. Like I said, there was a time I did, because they were the only ones that had salts, RD and HD Lite. Like even TK took it off of his, but TK told me that I could use the XVNC, but we're talking a year and a half ago, right?
Yeah.
But I don't know what's happened with them since then, and I'm kind of disappointed.
Yeah, there's a few changes. I mean, it's nothing malicious at all, but it's not the same code.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's absolutely no need to have theirs. They even got a different changelog file for some reason.
Ooh, Judgment joined the room. Hey, bud. Heads up to you, buddy. Demi doesn't have a super repo. If you go to his repo channel, like when you go repo.demi or whatever his link is, he's got a list of all the repositories. Like you'll find a crap load of the repositories on his link, but he doesn't have a super repo. At least I've never seen one on his. I don't know why Demi does it that way. Like for me myself, when I do a review, I personally like to give a person right to the dev's repo place, even though they can change it on me halfway through. But I prefer it that way instead of putting it all. I honestly in the beginning used to have them all under my repository link, but I stopped doing that. The only one I've got under mine now is Made in Canada. Stupid. Is there a tantrum fork?
Tantrum fork of what?
Kodi?
Yeah. 17.6.
And that's under your APK site, right?
Yep. Yeah, if you go to the APK installer, it's under there or MediaBox Wizard, either one.
So there you go. That's the answer for that one, RTJ. Yeah, you're right, Mr. Butler. TT does the same thing. A lot of those big guys have been doing it for a long time, and the truth is they just try to make everything easier for you. What I did find is that they don't always update the repo. Like if you install the repo, most of the time repos update itself to the newest, but sometimes the developer will change spots where the repository was, so you download theirs from their site and you're not getting the newest stuff. And that's why I personally stopped doing it. So I'm like, everybody has their way. Linux or Windows? Kodi runs better on. Oh, Kodi definitely runs better on Linux. Linux.
Everything runs better on Linux.
I agree. My wife runs better on Linux.
See, there you go.
The only disadvantage of ours is that you have to know how to use Linux. I mean, I remember Lindows. Lindows was pretty easy, but then they got told to shut that down.
Yeah.
But you've got to know a little bit of code to do things with Linux, just because they don't make it simple. But once you get things working, it runs beautifully.
Yeah, personally, it's better to never use Wi-Fi with Linux unless you really know what you're doing, just because a lot of times the process can be a pain in the butt.
Hey, David, a Dogmatics website, go there, and he's got lots of tutorials on the Inox Wizard if you want to know about that, or show up for the builder showcase, which is going to be Monday, and ask that question there, if you don't mind, bud. Sorry. And Sherry, where's the best place to get a new repo change? A good developer will install a good repo, and 99% of the time updates are automatic. Just to let you know that, Sherry. Although I feel sorry for people, because if I changed Llama over to the server instead of GitHub, yeah, that'll be an update.
Yep.
I'm curious, probably something to do with build. I don't see 1080s using DS or RD. Placenta show fine. You have to answer that one question, but why is 1080 showing up on Placenta and not desk streams?
We mean it's not showing up.
It's where he said I don't see 1080s using DS or DSRD, but Placenta is showing them.
Alright, give me uno momento, por favor.
Okay. See, excerpt. That's excerpt for you. Wait a minute, don't we hate excerpt?
Let's see here. Let me just jump in here. I'm going to do a test here. We are going to do, what do I know that there's out? Let's do Deadpool. Search. I'm in death streams now, so. We try to find something that I know for a fact that there's going to be some easy way to do it.
Okay, while you do that, I'm gonna ask Madrillo a question. Zorn OS, is that based on Linux? I've never heard of that one. I'm out of the loop too much. For me, Madrillo, I learned on Unix before Linux came out, and then our dude from the Scandinavian country came out with Linux, which got copied over by a certain company, which I hate to name. Oh, Mac. Oh, sorry, did I say that out loud? Just to let you know, I'm old school Linux, and I can still work things, but I still, if my wife didn't use my computer, everything on my system would be Linux. Or if I didn't get paid to test stuff, everything would be on Linux. What's a 3 Guinness show? Does that mean you have to be that drunk to watch us? I'm assuming so. It's the add-on installing the T-course. Yeah. You are going to find some of those diamond that does that. And the add-on itself, when it's installing it, it's not actually calling for, but if somebody else has the bad TK Norris repo in one of their things, it will install the bad one automatically. So anything that's got that install TK Norris because somebody got lazy, don't use it. It's potentially dangerous. In time. 8 minutes should be easy enough though. It's in the App Store? Okay. Which App Store, Madrill? Are we talking Android app, Google App Store, Windows App Store, or are we talking the Mac Store? Hi Charles, welcome to the show. Sorry Mr. Butler, you said no about something about the time. Know the amount of time. I don't know what you're. Oh, no Mac. Oh, I hate Mac. I've always hated Mac. I probably hate Mac more than I hate Windows. And TK Norris walked away. He's retired. He's gone. And the unfortunate too bad is that many, and some of the TK Norris ones I've run into are really horrible, actually. So you think that it could be a skin issue with DS and RD? He's kind of right, Tantrum. It could be. I don't know what skin you're using, Expert. I'm using, like you said, the Silvos Nox version, and I don't have a problem there. Everything comes up. You got a good fright, Midro. Sorry.
I've not seen 1080 show up in death streams, so I'll have to let Whammo know.
Okay, Expert. Bama's gonna find out. I'm gonna have to talk to you more about the Midro. The Zoran one, is that something you're recommending? Well, but Expert, if you're seeing the 720s and none 1080s, I don't think it really has anything to do with the skin. Because if they're showing up, you're good. But if you have a blank box, that could be a skinny issue. But generally, the skin notification is the same style as it is in Placenta. I'd have to look into that more. Well, we're not getting any more questions. Is there anything else that you want to talk about today, though, Tantrum?
Let me get my head back around stuff. Sorry, I was sending something to Dandy over about a Dan scraper issue they were having. Multitasking today. I mean, not really today. I mean, we covered a lot of stuff at the beginning. As far as that I had rants on for this week, and then answering the questions people had. So not really. And Mid, recommend Mint. Use that before. That's a pretty decent one.
What is Mint?
Mint, it's another flavor of Linux. It's got a decent graphical interface for it. I will let you know, though, the current update, I want to say, for Mint doesn't have the right version of Python in it. So if you reflash or redo your setup, you may have to download a newer version of Python to the repositories in order to get Kodi working. Otherwise, you'll have a lot of issues with it.
Oh, yeah, but I love that challenge. I'm good with that.
It's simple to do. Mint came out with a really good interface, in my opinion.
No, you got my curiosity. I'm definitely have to go look at it. All right, so let's recap on what we did today. We took a rant in on Mitch's place. We talked about the new ResolveURL on Goodbye TVA, thank God. What else did we cover?
Bitched about Cerebro.
Oh, bitched about Cerebro, correct, yep. Which was fun.
Yeah, you knew that was going to come with all my videos this past day.
Well, yeah, you did mention it. I think that's about it, other than answering questions.
Yeah, it's been a lot of Q&A this week on the show.
Yeah.
With it just being the three of us that were here for the majority of it.
Well, it's because everybody else was busy. Screw you, Super Bowl, just to let you know that.
yeah, fuck the Super Bowl.
But anyway, guys, I know that we're all done for the day. We're going to let you all go. I guarantee you that I am personally appreciative of all you guys that have been here. Love you guys. Love your questions. That's for me. I'm going to let Tantrum take over that part now.
Yep. Appreciate everybody. Appreciate you hanging out, listening to us bitch and moan, complain. Oh, yay, I got some more videos I gotta watch. Yay. Sorry guys, I just seen somebody just uploaded and hey, I'm gonna do a rant right here at the end of the show.
Okay, rant it.
If you're a YouTuber and you feel the need that you gotta do a complete, build reviews on 9 yards and you're uploading them, I'm seeing here roughly like 24 minutes apart, you got issues. I'm just saying.
I gotta make my money. I gotta get those videos up there.
Yeah, and I want to watch these because One of them's a how-to, and I want to see what they're saying because it's about Real-Debrid.
Oh, the one on Mitch's.
How did you know?
I kind of, well, you were gabbing there for a little while, so I kind of checked what he did. Yeah.
Yeah, well, you know, it happens.
I like when you talk, because then that gives me a moment.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was doing. When I was looking at, after I looked into death streams, I turned around and caught up on messages from Dandy over with Nan and responded to his messages about a scraper they're working on. It's been a pain in the butt.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch that one, see what's up with it. Make sure it's legitimate. After the show, I'm gonna upload another video too. It's gonna be a nice rant about Stream Army and that whole thing that came out, where somebody's calling out Stream Army is trying to install malware when they're not. They're not, guys. Don't worry. That's that whole 10th century rant that I went on earlier.
Yeah. Too bad for you, buddy. Yes. Oh, for all you people out there, Monday, 6:30 Eastern Standard Time, I will be doing the Builder Showcase. Dogs coming up, and we have a brand new builder coming up. Lambo. Oh, you got Lambo. He's a new one. He was part of the NAN building. The Illuminati building chat. They taught him. So I'm looking forward to showcasing a brand new builder. Just to let you know. Other than that, guys, thanks guys for watching. Again, you guys have a fantastic day. Have fun. If you're gonna watch the Super Bowl, please don't message me about it. I don't care. Other than that, you're bye out there, Tantrum, and then we're out. Go ahead, Tant.
Appreciate y'all tuning in today. Like the fact that y'all are backing us. You know, tuning in, seeing what we got to say. If you ever hear us say anything wrong, correct us. Or if you got questions, ask. That's what we're here for. All right. Peace out, guys.
All right. Bye-bye, guys.